The International Federation of Real Estate for the United States recently elected its first ever African American president, Eugenia Foxworth, as head of Foxworth Realty here in New York City. She has spent the past few decades advocating for affordable housing and assisting homeowners in Harlem with avoiding foreclosures. Joining us today to tell us about her new global role is Eugenia Foxworth. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure.
And we are so happy to have you here. I know you have had a long, successful career. And so this latest position, how long have you been involved with this international organization? And you know, how big a deal is it for us non-real estate folks to be in this position?
It is major. I was, as I used to say, a groupie following the organization around, not knowing who they were. So I became active and became a member in 2003. We were known as we're like the grand dame of the international real estate because we've been around for 70 years. Mm-hmm. And for me to get the position that I'm in, it's remarkable because I like to say the men ruled at, one point. It was that sort of club. You have lawyers, every aspect of real estate, lawyers, developers, but we're more well known in Europe and Asia as opposed to here.
And so are you hoping to change that with your elevation to this role?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to change it. I want to introduce the organization not only to New York and the other outer boroughs, but nationally, because we are local, national, and global. And being in 65 countries, having over 3,000 members, they used to say we were the elite, but that's a word that I don't particularly like. So I think by introducing the younger people in a manner in which I'm trying to do, I'm a trustee for the International Federation of Real Estate Organizations Scholarship Foundation. Mm-hmm. I was invited to be a part of it. So I think that's going to help a lot.
So, and that scholarship, look, you guys are at the top of your game. So when you say elite, for me, I understand that many of the members have worked really hard and for years to get where they are. And so now it sounds like some of the projects under the umbrella of the organization really is allowing you to do some of the work you've actually been doing for a long time up in Harlem. Talk to me a little bit about the scholarship. How important is that piece to you? And, is that perhaps a way to get more people, informed about what it is you do, but also to get them into the business, especially young people of color?
Yes, absolutely. It's important because I'm trying to get academic members from all of the universities, whether it is a small university, a city, state, all of our universities, Hampton, Spelman, et cetera. None of them know, even though I have friends, they are not aware of it. So if we can get an academic to become a member of any of these educational institutes, which we give them free membership. It enables these students to apply for the scholarship. If they're not members, it's difficult for us to do so.
So you really have a chance to sort of broaden participation on a lot of different levels.
Yes.
There's another piece to all the hard work you've done pretty much your entire professional life, and I know that this is near and dear to your heart in your current position as well. This conversation about affordable housing. how do we get people talking about that and actually make it a reality, more affordable housing? Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, we've been involved since before 2003 when I got involved. I think that the way to get people more involved, the students going back in when they finish college or going back into their neighborhoods and educating the people. However, the developers, we work with the developers, and they are a major part of the affordable housing. In a lot of our developers in the Far East, Singapore, Taishan in Taiwan, they built affordable housing. And ironically, Dubai has done it. We built in Nicaragua in I guess 2001, because I became active in 2003. They turned I forget what you call it, where people just live not so very well, almost like on a dump, etc. Together with a financial institute, we built houses, huts for them to live in. And that's the important part of doing this. And we're an ECOSOC with the UN, which we did the affordable housing before. Affordable housing was the buzzword. So yes.
And you've worked in this area. Talk to me a little bit about what work you've done in the past in terms of affordable housing here. I know that's, as I said before, I know it's important to you.
Here in the States, in Harlem, or et cetera. Well, people, I don't know if, well, I'm sure you recall, when people were getting the lotteries for the brownstones, I had just entered the market. I was like that little red rabbit, what is it, little pink rabbit that runs around. I was telling everyone, hey, look, they're giving out, because I had just begun real estate. I said, they're giving out lotteries. So I started helping them, getting it, applying for it, because most people did not know. They were selling brownstones for $1. Abyssinian was selling it to their members, but they didn't stop there. But their members had to put people in to afford the mortgage. They would pay the rent and things like that. That was my beginning.
And I understand you really, and I apologize for interrupting you, you were really instrumental in helping a lot of people hold on to their homes and keep them out of foreclosure.
Yes, I did. What I did, because I realized some people couldn't afford attorneys. Well, I'm trained in real estate. I know what they do and what they don't do. So what I did, I put my international organizations, friends, children who were coming to college in New York, quite a few come to college in New York. And, but only people that I knew, or if they knew someone else, to put into their homes for rent to rent, because that could be a little dicey. And then I would put their homes on the market on my website, so that the judges and the banks could see the people were trying to earn the money to pay. And those were things, because it's already documented. Anything documented, you can't say they're not trying. So that's what I have been doing.
Eugenia Foxworth, what a pleasure to meet you.
You as well. Thank you.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Sandra Bookman, and Here and Now, will be right back.